Hi guys! You may have noticed something different on my hair. The reason for this, I'm sorry about the gruff voice, I'm feeling kind of fluey and I'm feeling more and more fluey by the day, so I'm filming a couple of videos tonight, Sunday, for the week, but it's probably going to be video light this week on my channel because I just have a feeling that as of tomorrow I'm just going to be completely out. So I think it's just going to be the two videos that I filmed tonight that I'm going to put up this week. So apologies in advance, but I know it was video heavy last week, so maybe it'll balance it out a little bit. But this video is basically about my hair. You may also notice that it's slightly darker, not a lot, it's like maybe a shade or two darker because it's still light brown, it's just a slightly different tone. Because the last one that I put on was a little bit too warm. I didn't like, it was kind of fading to gingery kind of colour and I don't like that on me. So that's why I did it this colour. It's kind of a little bit more ash, but I have only just dyed my hair this evening, so it's bound to fade over the next week or two. So we'll see what it looks like. But I also dyed these extensions, so I thought I would show you them whilst they definitely match my hair. And you know, that's up to you. I'm sure you'll tell me if you don't think they match my hair, but well, I think they match my hair. And I have a question. I'm desperate to have a weave, as in like a sewn in hair extension weave where people, they put all of the tiny little braids across your hair, the horizontal braids, and then they basically sew in the extension weft to your head. And I really wanted to have a weave. I was like completely set on it. There's an Afro-Caribbean hair shop near me that was going to do it for like £120. A full set of the hair was included in that, and then their cost of actually applying the hair and sewing it all in, and it takes less than an hour, can last up to 2 months. I mean, I was expecting really 4 weeks, but up to 2 months if you're really good with them and they don't come loose. But I have heard that on Caucasian hair, like mine, they can come loose quite easily, so I'm not sure, but that was kind of the purpose of this video, the reason for this video. I mentioned on Twitter for a lot of people whether or not I should go and have this done or not, and it was really divided. Lots of people said no, it'll ruin your hair. Lots of people said no, I've had them loads of times and I absolutely love them. So I thought I would put it to a larger audience. To weave or not to weave? That is the question. Have you had a weave? Do you know someone that has had a weave? And I would prefer Caucasian kind of examples because obviously the hair type is completely different. I know that really the whole idea of a hair weave wasn't designed for Caucasian hair in the first place, but a lot of people do use it, and people with more Caucasian hair types excuse me, I told you I'm not feeling very well, but yeah, I'm just really undecided. The reason I have these clip-ins is because I was talking about it on Twitter and I was kind of, oh, should I just get some clip-ins, even though I know I'm never going to put them in every day because they take such a lot of effort. You have to straighten your hair and then you put them all in and you have to make sure they all blend, and I mean obviously you have to make sure that your weave blends as well, but when I've had them stuck in the past, it just seems to blend better than when I have clip-ins and take just less time. So anyway, I was talking about it on Twitter, and Extras, as in the like nail care and beauty company, contacted me. Sorry. They contacted me and asked me if I'd like to try some of their clip-in extensions, and to be honest, all my clip-in extensions in the past I've bought from them anyway, so it was a little bit cheeky I suppose to accept them, but I did accept them, and these are the ones that I have and I'm really happy with them. They are 14-inch I think, and I think they're something like £50, so it was basically on my list. I was either going to get the woven extensions at the Afro-Caribbean shop, or I was going to go with clip-ins, and I thought if I did go with clip-ins then I could always clip out, like actually snip out, cut out the clips, and then I could have that hair woven into my head, and then obviously it would halve the price when I go to the Afro-Caribbean shop, so that's still a possibility. I could have this very hair woven into my head if it still matches when my hair fades a little bit in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, I have the clip-ins, I really like them, I like the effect. I mean, this is a lot of hair. I actually have supplemented, I had 2 extra pieces that I dyed when I dyed my hair pieces. So it's not, you wouldn't get this amount of hair with the set from Extras, but it's still a considerable amount of hair, but my hair is very thick. So if I put just one set of hair extensions in my hair, you'd be able to see my hair on top or underneath, depending on where I placed them. But, and I have got a video on it, if I can find it and if I remember I will link it below, the video where I actually show you how to clip in extensions. Not that you can't find that on YouTube, there must be 1,000 videos, but I'm not going to make another one because it's pointless. If you want to know how to clip in extensions, there'll be far better people than me that can show you that on YouTube. But yeah, I just want to let you know that I do have some extra pieces of hair in my head, but I have got very thick hair. It might not look like that. Lots of people assume that I've got very thin hair. It's really strange. but I have got a lot of hair. It's just that generally it's quite short, so maybe it doesn't appear that way. But I like what is going on. I like the extensions in my hair. Shall I have a weave? I don't know. I would love to have one before Christmas time. And the main reason that I want one is because I know that I won't put my clip-ins in every single day. It's the lazy part of me. But when I wash my hair, when I had them glued in, I was totally happy with them. I was washing my hair fine. Obviously once they come out, you're like, oh yeah, that feels really great to scrub your head. But while they're in, it's fine. When I was blow drying my hair and things, they all just seemed to blend a lot better when they were in my hair, and I didn't have to manage them as much. I didn't have to straighten them as much. They just kind of were okay. Like these have obviously been coloured and blow dry this evening, then I've straightened them once they were in my head. But other than that, I think that it looks better when they've actually been washed. When you get them straight out the packet, they look really, really sleek and shiny. Nothing like most people's natural hair, maybe like fantastic Kardashian kind of hair, but regular people do not have hair that shiny. And so generally if you give them a nice wash, it just kind of adds that little bit of texture and makes it look a little bit more natural. So I'm super happy with these ones that I have, but should I get them sewn in or not? I'm very, very interested to see what you guys think and what your experience with weaves has been. I know that you can get microbead weaves, but I think the place near me only does the sewn ones on the braid. And like I say, I've glued them in myself before. That's not a problem. I've still got the glue. If I desperately wanted to do it, I could do that. But my main problem with that is it's very difficult to get the glue out of your hair and it's quite damaging. I understand that the plaits and the braids can pull on your hair and people have had bald patches and terrible things happen to them like that, but I think that's probably if you have them for an extended period of time, and I'm just kind of looking for a temporary fix while I'm getting to this in-between stage. It's like my hair is almost to my shoulders and it's a bit like, ugh, and I'm just getting a bit irritated with it. And if I thought I had these for like a month or two permanently in my hair, then when they come out, my hair will be a little bit longer and it'll be kind of fresh and new again. This is generally what happens when I do glue hair extensions in. Suddenly I'm like, oh, I like my short hair, it's really nice and bouncy. And then by the time I'm bored of it again, it's a little bit longer. So that's how it works when I'm trying to grow out my hair normally, but I've never ever had a weave and I really, really want one, and please let me know what you think. And at the end of the day, you know that if I desperately want one, I'll probably go and get one anyway, but I'm very interested to see what your experiences have been because I like this long hair and I'd like it to be more permanent than clipping because I hate clipping them in. But yeah, that was a long video about nothing, so sorry about that, but it's probably one of the only two I'll upload this week. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video, and let me know yay or nay. Bye! You may have noticed in the background I have a tree. Yes, I've put my Christmas tree up. It's a touch early.